Clara stood by the window, gazing out at the busy street below. The sun was setting, casting a warm glow over everything, but she felt a chill in her heart. It had been months since her best friend Maya moved away, and every day without her felt like a new layer of sadness settling in. They had shared so many moments together, from laughter-filled coffee dates to quiet evenings discussing their dreams. Now Clara felt an emptiness that echoed in her home. Maya had moved to another city for a job opportunity, something she had always wanted. Clara had supported her decision, excited for her friend's new adventure. But as the days turned into weeks, Clara realized how much she missed her. They had promised to keep in touch, but with busy schedules and life getting in the way, their calls became less frequent. It was as if a distance had grown between them, one that Clara couldn't seem to bridge. Clara picked up her phone, staring. At the screen, she saw Maya's name and felt a surge of longing. She wanted to call her, to hear her voice and share stories about their lives. But doubt crept in. What if Maya was too busy? What if she had made new friends and didn't need Clara as much anymore? These thoughts tangled in Clara's mind, making her hesitate. Instead of calling, Clara put the phone down and walked to the kitchen. She made herself a cup of tea, hoping it would warm her heart. As she waited for the kettle to boil, Clara thought about the last time they had talked. Maya had been so excited about her new job, sharing every detail with Clara. But all Clara could think about now was how lonely she felt without her friend. After a few minutes, Clara poured the steaming tea into a mug. She took a sip, but the warmth didn't reach her heart. She missed the comfort of having Maya nearby, someone who understood her, who listened without judgment. They had shared their dreams, worries, and secrets, building a bond that felt unbreakable. But now, Clara felt as if that bond was fraying, and she didn't know how to fix it. As the days passed, Clara tried to distract herself. She threw herself into work and spent time with her family, but the emptiness lingered. Every time her phone buzzed, her heart raced, hoping it would be Maya, but it never was. Clara felt lost in her own life, trapped in a routine that felt dull without her friends. Laughter one evening. Clara sat on her couch, scrolling through old photos on her phone. Pictures of her and Maya flooded her screen, smiling faces, silly poses, and moments that captured their friendship. Tears welled up in Clara's eyes as she remembered how much fun they had together. She felt a sharp ache in her chest, a reminder of how distant they had become. Clara realized that she needed to do something, anything, to reconnect with Maya. Gathering her courage, Clara picked up her phone again. This time she opened a blank message to Maya. The words didn't come easily, but she started typing. Hey Maya, I hope you're doing well. I miss you so much. I've been thinking about all our fun times together. Can we catch up soon? After hitting send, Clara felt a mix of excitement and fear. What if Maya didn't respond? What if she was too busy with her new life? Clara decided to be patient. She spent the next few days checking her phone constantly, hoping for a reply. Finally, one evening, as she was making dinner, her phone buzzed. With trembling hands, she grabbed it and saw Maya's name light up the screen. Clara's heart raced. As she opened the message, Hi Clara, I miss you too. Let's set up a time to chat this weekend. I can't wait to hear all about what you've been up to. Tears of joy filled Clara's eyes. She felt a rush of relief and happiness. It was a small step, but it felt like a bridge being built between them again. Clara realized that even though distance had separated them, their friendship was still strong. They just needed to reconnect. As Clara prepared for their call, she felt a warmth spread through her. She was ready to share her feelings and listen to Maya's stories. The distance that had once felt like a chasm now seemed like a challenge. They could overcome together. At that moment, Clara knew that their bond would only grow stronger, no matter the miles between them. After receiving Maya's message, Clara felt a spark of hope ignite within her. It had been so long since she felt this way, and the sadness that had wrapped around her like a heavy blanket began to lift. She spent the next few days eagerly preparing. For their call, Clara wanted it to be special. She wanted Maya to know just how much she missed her. On the day of their call, Clara took extra care in getting ready. She put on her favorite sweater, the one Maya always complimented, and brewed a pot of tea to sip during their conversation. As the clock ticked closer to the hour they had agreed upon, Clara's excitement mixed with nerves. What would they talk about? Would it feel like old times, or would the distance have changed everything? Finally, the moment arrived. Clara settled on the couch, her heart racing. She picked up her phone and hit the video call button. After a few rings, Maya's familiar face appeared on the screen, and Clara's heart soared. Maya looked happy, her bright smile lighting up the room around her. "Clara," Maya exclaimed, her voice warm and inviting. "So good to see you. So good to see you too," Clara replied, her heart swelling with joy. "I've missed you so much." As they began to chat, the distance that had seemed so vast began to fade away. Clara and Maya talked about everything: their jobs, their families, and the little things that made them laugh. Clara shared her struggles with feeling lonely, while Maya opened up about the challenges of moving to a new city. They laughed over shared memories, reminiscing about their adventures together. And Clara felt a sense of normalcy returning. "I was really worried that we'd drift apart," Clara admitted. "But seeing you now, it feels like no time has passed at all." Maya nodded, her expression sincere. "I felt the same way. Moving here has been tough, but talking to you reminds me of home. I've missed our late-night talks and silly outings." They continued to catch up. Clara felt her spirits lift higher. Maya shared stories about her new job, how she was making friends, and how she was getting involved in the community. Clara felt proud of her friend, and a sense of admiration filled her heart. Maya was thriving, even in a new place, and Clara realized that their bond was not just about proximity. It was about the love and support they shared. "I've been thinking about visiting you," Clara said suddenly. "I want to see your new city and spend time together. What do you think?" Maya's eyes sparkled with excitement. "I would love that. There's so much to show you. You'll love the parks and the coffee shops, and I can't wait to introduce you two, my new friends." Clara felt a wave of happiness wash over her. The thought of visiting Maya filled her with anticipation. It was a plan, a way to reconnect and bridge the gap that had formed between them. "Let's make it happen soon," she said, her voice filled with enthusiasm. After their call, Clara felt lighter, as if a weight had been lifted off her shoulders. She realized how important it was to express her feelings and reach out. The fear that had held her back for so long was melting away, replaced by a sense of determination. She would not allow distance to define their friendship. Over the next few weeks, Clara made an effort to communicate with Maya more regularly. They scheduled weekly video calls, sharing everything that was happening in their lives. Clara found joy in hearing about Maya's experiences in her new city, and Maya loved hearing about Clara's family and work. Their friendship felt stronger than ever, as if the distance had only deepened their connection. One evening, as Clara sat on her balcony sipping tea, she reflected on how far they had come. She felt grateful for the bond they shared and the hope that had blossomed from their renewed communication. It was clear to Clara that true friendships could withstand time and distance. She felt proud of her ability to reach out and reconnect. And she knew that their friendship would continue to grow, with plans for her visit taking shape. Clara was filled with excitement. She looked forward to exploring Maya's new life and creating new memories together. The distance that had once seemed daunting now felt like a stepping stone to something beautiful. Clara understood that while they might be apart, their hearts remained connected, and that was what truly mattered. As she closed her eyes, Clara felt a sense of peace. She knew that they would navigate this journey together, supporting each other through every challenge. Their friendship was a testament to resilience and love, and she was ready to embrace whatever lay ahead. Clara's heart fluttered with excitement as she prepared for her visit to Maya's new city. It had been weeks since their last video call, and in that time, Clara had felt a renewed sense of purpose. She wanted to make the most of their time together, to show Maya just how much she meant to her. Clara spent hours planning her trip, researching fun places to visit and things to do. She felt alive with anticipation. On the day of her departure, Clara woke up early. The sun was shining, and she felt a mix of nervousness and excitement. She packed her bag carefully, including little gifts for Maya, a cozy scarf, and a handmade bracelet tokens of their friendship that she hoped would remind Maya of their bond. As she drove to the airport, Clara replayed their recent conversations in her mind, picturing the laughter they would share when they reunited. When Clara finally arrived at Maya's city, her heart raced. The streets were busy, filled with people. Rushing to their destinations, Clara took a deep breath, feeling a bit overwhelmed but excited. She texted Maya, letting her know she had landed. Maya replied almost instantly, "I can't wait to see you. I'll be there in 10 minutes." Clara's heart soared at the thought of seeing her friend again. As she waited outside the terminal, Clara's mind wandered back to their past. She remembered the countless hours they had spent together, the late-night talks, and the dreams they had shared. It was hard to believe that a few months apart could feel so long. Clara felt a wave of gratitude for their friendship and the opportunity to reconnect. Finally, Clara spotted Maya's familiar figure rushing towards her, her face lighting up with joy. "Clara!" Maya shouted, her arms wide open. Clara ran to her, embracing her tightly. It felt like coming home. The warmth of Maya's hug melted away any lingering anxiety Clara had felt. "I'm so happy to see you," Maya exclaimed, pulling back to look Clara in the eyes. "You're finally here." "I know. I've missed you so much," Clara replied, her smile beaming. "I've been looking forward to this for weeks." We spent the day exploring the city together. Maya took Clara to her favorite coffee shop, where they sipped warm drinks and shared stories. Clara loved hearing about Maya's new job and the friends she had made. She was inspired by how Maya had embraced this new chapter of her life, and it made Clara realize how strong and resilient her friend was as they walked through the city. Clara felt a sense of belonging. They visited parks, admired street art, and laughed at silly things just like they used to. Maya showed Clara the places she loved, and Clara felt honored to be a part of Maya's new life. It was as if the distance that had once seemed so vast was now just a memory, fading with each shared moment. That evening, they found a cozy restaurant with outdoor seating. The sun was setting, painting the sky in beautiful hues of orange and pink. Clara and Maya sat across from each other, the soft glow of fairy lights surrounding them. As they ate, Clara felt a surge of gratitude for their friendship. She realized that no matter where they lived, they would always find a way back to each other. "Clara, I'm really glad you came," Maya said, her eyes shining with sincerity. "I missed you so much. It's hard to be away from my old life, but having you here makes it feel a little more like home." Clara felt a warm glow spread through her heart. "I've missed you too, Maya. I didn't realize how much until I got here. I want us to stay close, no matter the distance." Maya nodded, her expression serious. "We can do that. We just have to make an effort. I've learned that even when things change, the people who matter don't have to fade away. We have to keep reaching out to each other." Clara smiled, knowing that Maya was right. They could make their friendship a priority no matter where life took them. As they talked late into the night, Clara felt hope blooming within her. Their bond was unbreakable, and she was determined to nurture it, even if it meant overcoming challenges. As Clara lay in bed that night, she reflected on how far they had come. The sadness of their separation seemed like a distant memory, replaced by the joy of their reunion. She felt a renewed sense of hope for the future, excited about the journey ahead. Clara knew that no matter the distance, their friendship would always find a way to thrive. With a heart full of gratitude and love, she drifted off to sleep, dreaming of the adventures they would share together. The next morning, Clara woke up feeling refreshed and excited. Sunlight streamed through the window, casting a warm glow in Maya's cozy apartment. She could hear the sounds of the city waking up outside, but all she could think about was the wonderful day ahead. Last night's conversation had filled her with hope and determination. Clara knew that this visit was just the beginning of a new chapter in their friendship. After breakfast, Maya suggested they visit a local art gallery that showcased the work of emerging artists. Clara loved the idea. Art had always been a passion of hers, and exploring the gallery together would be a great way to spend time. As they walked through the streets, Clara felt a sense of freedom. Being with Maya, laughing and sharing stories, made her forget all the worries she had felt before at the gallery. They wandered through the colorful exhibits, admiring the creativity on display. Clara was amazed by the talent of the artists and found herself inspired. She watched as Maya moved from one piece to another, her eyes sparkling with enthusiasm. "Look at this one," Maya exclaimed, pointing to a vibrant painting filled with swirling colors. "It reminds me of how we used to paint together." Clara smiled, recalling the countless afternoons they had spent in Maya's backyard, creating art and dreaming about their futures. "We should do that again," Clara suggested. "Let's plan a painting day when I come to visit next time, definitely." Maya agreed, her smile widening. "I would love that." As they continued to explore, Clara felt a deep sense of connection with Maya. It was as if the distance had melted away completely. They shared their thoughts on the art, debating their favorites, and laughing at the quirky pieces that caught their attention. Clara realized how much she had missed these moments, simple yet profound. After the gallery, they decided to grab lunch at a nearby cafe. As they enjoyed their meals, Clara felt a surge of gratitude for the time they were spending together. She could see how happy Maya was in her new life, and it filled Clara with joy. But then a flicker of sadness crossed her mind. She didn't want to go back to feeling distant again after this trip. She wanted to keep this connection alive, Maya. Clara began, her voice slightly hesitant. "I've been thinking about how we can stay close even after I go home. I don't want to lose what we've found again." Maya looked thoughtful for a moment, then nodded. "I feel the same way. We can set a regular schedule for our video calls, and maybe even do some fun activities together online. We could start a book club or even paint together over video chat." Clara's heart raced at the idea. "That sounds amazing. We could choose a book and discuss it each week. Painting together, even from a distance, would be so much fun." Their conversation flowed effortlessly, filled with laughter and excitement about their plans. Clara felt a renewed sense of hope, realizing that their friendship could thrive despite the miles between them. They were both committed to keeping their bond strong, and that made all the difference. After lunch, they strolled through a nearby park where children played and families enjoyed the sunny day. Clara took a deep breath, savoring the fresh air and the joy of being with her friend. She felt alive, energized by their connection and the possibilities ahead. It was a reminder that distance couldn't diminish their friendship. It could only challenge them to be more creative in staying connected. As they sat on a bench, watching the world go by, Clara felt a sense of peace wash over her. "You know, I used to worry that moving away would change everything between us," she confessed. "But now I see that it can actually make our friendship stronger." Maya smiled warmly, her eyes shining with understanding. "I feel the same way, Clara. This distance is just a part of our journey. We can face it together. And besides, we have so many memories and dreams to share, no matter where we are." Clara nodded, feeling a sense of empowerment. They were both ready to embrace this new chapter, determined to make their friendship flourish. As the sun began to set, casting a golden hue over the park, Clara knew that this trip was just the beginning of many more adventures to come. That evening, as Clara prepared to head back to Maya's apartment, she felt a sense of gratitude for their time together. She realized that while distance might create challenges, it could also lead to new beginnings. With hope in her heart and a commitment to stay connected, Clara was ready to embrace whatever came next. Their friendship was a treasure, and she knew that as long as they put in the effort, they would always find their way back to each other, no matter how far apart they were. Clara woke up the next morning feeling energized and hopeful. After spending the day with Maya, she realized that their friendship could thrive despite the distance. As she got ready, Clara thought about the plans they had made for the future regular video calls, a book club, and even virtual painting sessions. The idea of staying connected made her heart swell with joy. After breakfast, Clara and Maya decided to explore more of the city. They visited a local farmer's market where colorful fruits and vegetables filled the stalls. The lively atmosphere filled with laughter and chatter reminded Clara of their adventures back home. She felt grateful to be experiencing this with Maya. As they wandered through the market, Clara spotted a stand selling handmade friendship bracelets. "Look at those," she exclaimed, pointing to the colorful options. "We should get matching ones to remind us of our bond, no matter where we are." Maya's eyes lit up with excitement. That's a great idea. Let's pick our favorite colors. They approached the stand and spent time choosing their bracelets. Clara picked bright blue and green, while Maya chose sunny yellow and vibrant pink. As they put the bracelets on, Clara felt a surge of happiness. It was a symbol of their friendship, a way to keep each other close, even when they were apart. After the market, they returned to Maya's apartment, where they decided to relax and plan their first book club meeting. Clara suggested they read a book about friendship, something that would inspire them as they navigated their new lives. Maya loved the idea and quickly agreed. They spent the afternoon discussing their favorite authors and selecting a book they were both excited about. As they settled into the cozy living room, Clara couldn't help but feel a sense of comfort wash over her. She realized how much she had missed not only Maya's company, but also the way they inspired and supported each other. It was a reminder of why their friendship was so special. Later that evening, they prepared dinner together, laughing and sharing stories as they cooked. Clara felt as if time had stood still. The worries of their lives faded away in the warmth of their connection. As they sat down to eat, Clara looked across the table at Maya, a smile spreading across her face. "Maya, I just want to say how much I appreciate you. I didn't realize how much I needed this time together until now," Clara said, her voice filled with emotion. Maya smiled back, her eyes shining. "I feel the same way, Clara. It's been hard being away, but having you here reminds me of what truly matters. Our friendship is something I treasure." Once dinner was over, they decided to take a walk around the neighborhood. The sun was setting, casting a beautiful glow over the buildings. Clara felt a sense of peace as they strolled side by side, sharing their dreams and aspirations. They talked about their plans for the future, encouraging each other to pursue their passions. As they walked, Clara realized how far they had come since Maya moved away. The distance that had once seemed daunting was now something they could tackle together. "You know, I used to worry about how moving would change our friendship," Clara admitted. "But now I see that it's made us stronger. To communicate better and support each other in new ways." Maya nodded thoughtfully. "Absolutely. It's all about making the effort. I've learned that true friendships can withstand anything. We just have to keep reaching out and being there for each other, no matter the distance." Clara felt a surge of hope at Maya's words. She knew that they could face any challenges that came their way, as long as they were committed to each other. Together, they could create new memories and keep their friendship alive, even when life got busy. Later that night, as they sat on the couch with their books, Clara felt a sense of contentment wash over her. She had come to visit Maya feeling distant and sad, but now she felt rejuvenated and inspired. Their time together had reminded her of the power of friendship and the importance of staying connected. As Clara prepared to leave the next day, felt a sense of excitement for the future. She knew that their friendship would continue to grow, and she was determined to put in the effort to maintain their bond. With a heart full of gratitude, Clara embraced Maya tightly before heading out. The door. "Let's make a promise," Clara said, looking into Maya's eyes. "No matter where life takes us, we will always stay close. We'll support each other and make time for our friendship." Maya smiled warmly. "I promise, Clara. Our friendship is forever." With those words, Clara felt a sense of hope blooming. Within her, she knew that they were ready to face any distance together, and that their bond would only grow stronger. As she drove away, Clara felt excitement for the journey ahead, knowing that their friendship would always be a source of light. In her life, weeks passed after Clara's visit to Maya, and life slowly returned to its routine. Clara was back in her city, but something had changed within her. As the memories of their time together were fresh in her mind, and she felt a renewed sense of determination to keep their friendship strong. She often looked at the friendship bracelet Maya had given her, a colorful reminder of their bond, and it made her smile. However, as the days went by, Clara noticed that it was easy to slip back into the old habits of distance. Life got busy with work and family, and she found herself hesitating to reach out to Maya as often as she wanted to. Despite their promises, Clara sometimes felt that familiar sadness creeping back in. She missed the warmth of their conversations and the joy of sharing life's little moments. One night, after a long day at work, Clara sat on her couch feeling particularly lonely. She scrolled through her phone, looking at pictures from her visit to Maya's city. The photo reminded her of the laughter they shared and the plans they had made. Clara felt a pang of regret for not keeping in touch more regularly. She knew that she had to take action, so she decided to reach out to Maya. Taking a deep breath, Clara opened a new message on her phone. "Hey Maya, I hope you're doing well. I've been thinking about our time together, and I miss you. Can we set up a call this weekend?" Clara hesitated for a moment, wondering if she was being too forward, but then she pressed send. It felt good to take that step. To her delight, Maya responded within minutes. "I'd love that. How about Saturday at 3 p.m.? Can't wait to catch up." Clara's heart filled with joy. It was a small gesture, but it reminded her that their friendship was still alive and strong. As the weekend approached, Clara felt a mix of excitement and nervousness. She wanted to make the call special, just like their last conversation. She prepared by writing down a few topics they could discuss, including new books they could read together and plans for her next visit. Clara wanted to ensure that their friendship continued to thrive. On Saturday, Clara set up her living room for the call. She lit a candle, brewed her favorite tea, and made sure her phone was fully charged. At exactly 3 p.m., she hit the video call button, and a moment later, Maya's face appeared on the screen. Bright and cheerful. "Clara," Maya exclaimed, her smile wide. "It's so good to see you again. It's great to see you too." "I've missed you," Clara replied, feeling the warmth of their connection wash over her. They spent the next hour catching up, sharing stories about their lives, and discussing everything from work to personal goals. Clara felt like she was right. Back in Maya's apartment, laughing and enjoying their time together, the distance that had felt so heavy before seemed lighter now. "I've been trying to take your advice about staying connected," Clara shared. "I started a small book club with some friends, and we're reading that book we talked about. It's so much fun to discuss it with others." Maya's eyes sparkled with excitement. "It's amazing. I'm so proud of you for taking that step. I've been doing some community volunteering too. It feels good to give back, and I think it helps keep me grounded in this new city." Clara felt inspired by Maya's words. She had always admired her friend's strength and determination. "You've always known how to find purpose, Maya. I want to do more of that too. Maybe I can volunteer at a local shelter or organize a community event." "Definitely. You have such a big heart, Clara. I know you'll make a difference," Maya encouraged. Their conversation flowed naturally, filled with laughter, support, and dreams for the future. As the call came to an end, Clara felt a sense of fulfillment. "I'm so glad we did this. It reminds me of how important our friendship is. No matter the distance, we have each other," she said, her voice sincere. Maya nodded, her expression serious yet warm.
"Absolutely, Clara.
"We're in this together. Let's keep making time for each other. I believe we can overcome any distance." After they hung up, Clara felt a renewed sense of hope. Their friendship was not just surviving, it was thriving. She realized that the key to staying close was to make the effort to reach out and nurture their bond. Clara understood that they could face any challenges that came their way as long as they communicated openly and honestly. That night, as Clara lay in bed, she felt a sense of peace wash over her. She had taken a step toward reconnecting with Maya, and it had filled her with hope for the future. Their friendship was a beautiful reminder that love could bridge any gap, and with determination and effort, they could keep their connection. Strong with a heart full of gratitude, Clara drifted off to sleep, dreaming of the adventures that awaited them, knowing that their friendship would always be a source of light in her life. The days turned into weeks, and Clara felt a shift in her heart. After reconnecting with Maya, she had made a promise to herself to keep their friendship alive. They continued their regular video calls, sharing laughter, hopes, and dreams. Clara was amazed at how their bond had become even stronger despite the distance. She felt empowered and inspired by Maya's passion for life, and she knew she wanted to support her friend just as much as Maya had supported her. One afternoon, as Clara sat in her favorite cafe, sipping her tea, she had an idea. She pulled out her notebook and began to plan a surprise for Maya. Clara wanted to show her how much she appreciated their friendship and how committed she was to staying connected. She decided to organize a virtual celebration for their friendship, something special that would bring them together, no matter how far apart they were. Clara spent the next few days gathering ideas for the celebration. She wanted to include activities that represented their shared interests, art books, and laughter. Clara decided to invite a few of Maya's new friends to join them, creating a space where they could all connect and share their experiences. It would be a celebration of friendship and resilience. After finalizing her plans, Clara eagerly called Maya to share her idea. "Hey Maya, I've been thinking about doing something special for us. How about a virtual friendship celebration? We can invite your friends and do some fun activities together." Maya's excitement was palpable. "That sounds amazing, Clara. I love it. It will be great to introduce you to my friends and celebrate our bond." As they planned the event together, Clara felt a sense of joy bubbling inside her. They chose a date and time, and Clara set up a video call invitation for everyone. They decided to have a virtual painting session, where they could all create art together while chatting and sharing stories. Clara also suggested they play some fun games to break the ice. The day of the celebration arrived. Clara woke up feeling a mix of excitement and nervousness. She decorated her living room with colorful streamers and lights, creating a festive atmosphere. She set up her art supplies on the table, ready for their painting session. As the time approached, Clara's heart raced with anticipation. She wanted everything to be perfect. When the video call began, Clara's face lit up as she saw Maya's smiling face on the screen. One by one, Maya's friends joined, filling the virtual space with laughter and excitement. Clara felt a surge of happiness as she saw the friendly faces. Everyone introduced themselves. Clara felt a warm sense of belonging as they chatted and got to know each other. "Okay, everyone, let's get started with some painting," Clara announced, holding up her canvas. The group gathered there. Supplies, and soon they were all creating art together, sharing tips and encouraging each other. Clara felt the joy of friendship enveloping her, and she realized how beautiful it was to connect with others, even from a distance, as they painted. Clara and Maya shared stories about their friendship, reminiscing about their adventures and the bond that had brought them together. Clara felt grateful for the way Maya had influenced her life and how they had both grown through their experiences. Midway through the session, Clara surprised everyone with a fun game. They played a virtual trivia game where they tested their knowledge about each other's interests and favorite memories. Laughter filled the air as they answered questions and shared funny stories. The connection between them all grew stronger, and Clara felt her heart swell with happiness. As the celebration came to an end, Clara looked around at the smiling faces on her screen. She felt a sense of accomplishment and joy. "Thank you all for joining me today. This was so much fun, and I loved getting to know each of you better. Maya, I'm so grateful for our friendship and for everyone who made this celebration special." Maya beamed with pride.
Thank you, Clara.
"You brought us all together, and I can't express how much this means to me. Our friendship is a treasure, and today reminded me of that." As they wrapped up the call, Clara felt a sense of fulfillment. This celebration had not only strengthened her bond with Maya, but also created new connections with her friends. Clara realized that distance could never diminish the love and support they shared. Instead, it had inspired her to reach out and create meaningful moments. That night, as Clara reflected on the day, she felt a deep sense of gratitude. She understood that friendships could evolve and grow no matter the distance. With hope in her heart, Clara knew that she and Maya were ready to face the future together, no matter where life took them. They had created a beautiful network of support and joy. She was excited for all the adventures yet to come. With a smile on her face, Clara drifted off to sleep, dreaming of the next chapter in their friendship, knowing that they could always find their way back to each other, no matter how far apart they were.